Stock screen. Reduced stock. So by reduced stock, we're talking about reducing the price of selected products. Doesn't have to be all of them, just maybe a few of them. It could be many of them. It's up to you. For the purposes of maybe they're damaged or they have a short shelf life, anything like that. So to reduce some products, go to stock functions and then stock manager. We'll just press search and we'll choose this one here. So we've got 10 in stock so far. So if one or two of them was, say, slightly damaged, you want to reduce the price because of it, or it hasn't got much shelf life left on it, we can go to reduced stock here. Okay, what you do is to make some labels, which is usually what you would do. You don't have to make labels, but I would recommend it. You'd press add reduced item. So we say, how many do you want to make? 1, 2, 3, it's up to you. How long should the barcode be? So each of these reduced items will have a different barcode as well. So if anyone tries to take the label, copy it, it won't make any difference. Reduction reason. So this is the discount reasons. They're from software settings, store lists, and then discount reasons. So you can add as many as you want to them. So we'll just say this product is damaged. New price including tax. So it's normally £1. We'll say you can have it for 80p. We can put any additional notes in we want there if you want to. The next checkbox, remove from stock now, means should we reduce it from stock immediately when we create the record, or should we wait until it's actually sold at the checkout on the sales screen? Some people like to turn it on simply so that you know how many that's in stock are actually full, undamaged, long shelf life products. So it's up to you what you want to do. I'm not going to print out a label, but we are going to design one in a minute. Just going to press tick, and that's all you have to do. So if you were to scan that barcode there, 2K2 onwards, it will go through at 80p, and then this record will then be disabled. You can show active on or off, it's up to you. And if you notice, if you turn active off, it shows you the date the item was used as well. Now we haven't got any label styles, so we're gonna have to make some. So we're gonna close this and go to Label Maker. That opens on my other screen. I'll just bring that up there. And I'm going to create a new template. So we'll just call it reduced label. Normally people would have a sticky label printer, but for the moment I'm just going to pretend it's coming out on, you know, a piece of receipt paper. So I'll just fill in some stuff there like that. Again, receipt paper is usually 80mm wide depending on the receipt printer, but generally that's what they are. I'm going to press tick, click on it, and now design templates. So I'm just going to bring that one up there as well. Zoom it out a bit. I won't put too much time on this. I'm just going to put reduced label, reduced like that. Okay, maybe put a few things like that, a few exclamation marks. Next, we want the name of the product at the top, like that. Now, if you click on label property and scroll down, you'll notice there is some of the values here. So we're going to do product reduction price, including tax. So that's what we want. We definitely want that. So this would be the price of the product. Okay. And set font, bold. So if I turn this on, I can see what it might look like. That's fine. I could also put the RRP over here. So maybe if I make that smaller, we can show the customer what it used to be by just doing a strikeout and making it much smaller like this. Up to you though if you want that. Okay, lastly is the product barcode, but I want the pattern because I want it to scan. So what I'll do is I'll do that and then set the font to, I use 180, it's guaranteed to scan then. Doesn't fit the numbers in, but that's okay. Just make it about that much there. If you want, I sometimes draw another label underneath it with the numbers in. And lastly, we'll put the reduction reason in as well. I wouldn't recommend this, but for the purposes of the demonstration, so we can put the notes or the reason in, we'll put that in there. There we go. Set font, much smaller, doesn't need to be too big. That'll do. Obviously, you put a bit more effort in when you're designing your labels. So we can close that now. Go back to the stock screen, stock manager, search, object example 1. Let's go back to reduce stock. I'm just going to create a new one actually. So I'm going to say 1. This one is because it is a special offer. And this one is 70 pence. And I do want to print it, so I choose reduce label, and I want that to print, normally print on the receipt printer, but I'm going to choose Microsoft Print PDF because that way you can see what it's going to look like. So I press tick. It asks me where I want to save it to on my other screen. I'm just filling that in now. There we go. And if I open that up, you can see there, I've got a label. I probably should have made that a slightly bit smaller on the height, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, that's how you can create a label. Obviously, that would normally be a sticky label. You would stick that on the items. And if I was to grab that barcode, I think I've got it there. Let's get it with the stars in as well, just to make sure I've definitely got it. Yeah. So if we cut and paste that, close sales mode, and just scan it in, it puts it in straight away. So you can see the object example 1, and it also puts a little note next to it so we know what the barcode was that was scanned in. So if I cache that off, hopefully if I go back to the stock manager, like that, we don't see it anymore. If I turn it back on, I can see when it was used just now, but I can turn it back on and only see the active ones, because what you wouldn't generally want to see the ones that have been used. And that's all you have to do to create reduced stock labels. Again, you don't have to have labels if you don't want to. You could write on them, and even given your own barcode number and things like that, it's up to you. So you could make it only 3 digits big and just write on it if you want to.